Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi to Dr. Nurisha Suwani binti Muhammad Nawi and fellow friends. We are from Group 6. We'll present our article about the influence of eco-label products on UUM students' buying behavior. Our group members are Julie Fatihah binti Herman, Nur Imanina binti Jeffrey, Anis Izani binti Muhammad Sabri, Nurul Farah binti Manisan, and Nur Adrina binti Bahran.
The terms of eco-label refer to a label that identifies a product environmental performance preference within a type of product based on life cycle consideration. Eco-labeling is a sort of environmentally which is productivity label that focuses on providing consumer with more information about a product's environmental quality. The Malaysian Energy Commission has also recognized an eco-labeling which is referred to the energy efficiency. Consumer will be able to view the energy efficiency of appliance at a glance using the energy label in order to help it aid in product comparison. The energy grading label is presently at most applied to the refrigerator. For the research problem, eco-labeling is utilized for products and services. The usage and usefulness of eco-labeling item is overly reliant on customer purchase and customer use. Consumer buying decisions are depending on their perception of label data and environmental concern. According to the prior studies, environmental concern on the other hand have a minor impact on customer purchasing decision. Next is friend or the media have a significant influence that can educate consumer on purchasing, as according to Grunet 1993, only a small percentage of customers are concerned about the environment and demonstrate this in their purchasing behavior. Although the fact that numerous environmentally friendly items with green attributes and features have been launched into the market, customer tastes and all habits have not completely altered. Next is buyer salary, gender or profession or age have a significant impact on their green purchasing behavior. Meanwhile, due to the complexities of consumer green purchasing behavior, study findings on green purchasing behavior may have various consequences in different demographic circumstances. According to Lee 2009, female customers are more likely to be green users. Next is consumers have expressed their dissatisfaction with the confusing meaning of eco-labeling. Lin 2010. It can be considered one of the most significant barriers to the eco-useful label. Next is the research objective, which is to identify and analyze how eco-label can influence on consumer buying behavior among University Utara Malaysia UUM students.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Julie Fatihah binti Herman. My metric number is 261301. So today I would like to share my part in our research group is literature review. As a result, students are also regarded as consumer. Consumer are people who buy goods or get service. So product selection through the environment as a whole can preserve and conserve the environment for future generation. According Fresh and Martins, because consumers have the right to educate and save food, clothing and other services, consumers have the right to save and basic necessity. That labeling, which is student able to learn about a product by reading the label that is attached to it. Several research projects have been done by the Swedish organic certification body. They found that consumers who use organic products on a regular basis trusted the label and would always buy organic item again. But the fact the consumer believe organic labels still lack information. They still believe in the label and buy product a label organic. Eco-labeling program is one of the labeling advancements have made in environmental issue that offer consumer with information on product quality that focus environment issue as a whole. Eco-labeling is one of the marketing strategy used to increase environment conservation and preservation effort. According to Global Eco-labeling Network about market for eco-labeling, which is the eco-labeling program can change the opinion and buying habit of consumer. It can also change the way manufacture process. If consumer demand for product that priorities environmental issue as a whole is increasing, entrepreneur can differentiate their product from other products in the same product category and market their product by participating in eco-labeling program. Consumer behavior. The study of consumer behavior can be separated into three synergy: the study of culture, social grouping, and the study of the individual consumer.
This is the framework of the study. This framework was according to the past study about eco-labels product. The past study investigate the influence of eco-label brands to consumer buying decision, but the research doesn't involve the UUM. Having reviewed the literatures, a framework has been developed to investigate the relationship among all variables involved as is shown in this figure. For hypothesis 1, eco-labels and eco-product will influence UUM student against green buying behavior. And hypothesis 2, student buying behavior of eco-label product influence green buying behavior. The questionnaire was created based on the dependent variables and independent variables of this study. This questionnaire builds into 4 parts, which are demographic, eco-labels, and eco-labels product, student buying behavior, and green buying. Data was accurate by the distribution of questionnaire in this quantitative study. A total of 40 surveys were delivered to Universiti Utara Malaysia undergraduate students. This questionnaire was delivered by easy-to-obtain sampling or convenient sampling. Simple sampling approach can typically be used for short-term projects where constructing probability samples is time and expense limiting, according to Greener. The 5-point scale was used as the rating scale for the questionnaire items to ensure that the respondent expressed the proper level of agreement. Questionnaires are graded on a scale of 1 to 5, which 1 indicating significant disagreement and 5 indicating strongly agree. Data collected must be analysed after has been collected from the respondent by statistic method or by using SPSS.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuralina binti Bahra. My metric number is 263333. Okay, now I would like to present the data analysis. Okay, from the data analysis, we have distributed the questionnaire to UUM student. The total of questionnaire we have distributed is 40 and 100% of the student have answered the questionnaire. Okay, and from the questionnaire, we have divided into 4 parts, which is part A, the demographic of respondent. Part B is the eco-label and eco-product. Part C is student buying behavior. And lastly is green buying behavior. In the demographic section, we have collect 5 information about the student. First is the gender, second is race, and third is years of study. And next is the current semester, while the lastly is the program. Okay, from the gender, we have calculate the percentage of the student that answer our questionnaire, which is the large number is the female student. The percentage is 80%, while the male is 20%. For the race, the highest number that has answered our question is the Malay student. The percentage is 82.5, while the Chinese is 10% and the Indian is 7.5%. Year of study, the highest number that answer our question is the third year student, which is 70%, while the second year student is 20%, the third year student is 5%, and the fourth year student is 5%. The current semester of students that answer our question, the highest number of percentage, which is 62.5, is semester 6, and 15% is semester 3, and the other is 5%, and the lastly is semester 4, which is 3%. From the student background program that answer our question, they have 7 different background program, and the highest number of percentage that answer our question is Bachelor of Technology Management student, which is 82.5%.
I will explain about the descriptive statistics. Okay, based on the table data below, the calculation of mean value and standard deviation of sample data implemented using statistical method. The mean of a data is the sum of all data values divided by the total number of respondents, while the standard deviation is the amount of dispersion in a set of data. The standard deviation of a data set can be 0 or greater than 0. These different values have their own meanings. If the standard deviation is 0, then all the sample values in the data are the same. Meanwhile, standard deviation values greater than or less than 0 indicate that individual data points are far from the average. From the table, there are 3 variables that researcher manipulated, and the mean for eco-label and eco-product state the highest mean, which is 4.2083, and the lowest standard deviation, which is 0.58805 among the other variables. Then, the mean respectively 3.3333 and 3.7167 for student buying behaviors and green buying behaviors. So, the higher value of mean will state the lower value of standard deviation. Okay, next slide is reliability statistics. Convex alpha is a metric for determining the internal consistency or reliability of a set of scale or test items. In other words, measurements dependability relates to how constant it is in measuring a concept, and convex alpha is one method of determining how strong that consistency is. Data in table below show a convex alpha that was calculated using statistical package for social science or SPSS. This calculation needs to achieve the range of 0.5 to 1.0 to get the better result. If not, the researcher needs to improve the item in questionnaire. Value that closer to 1.0 is more reliability. So, from the data that was manipulated by researcher, all of the variables state the value above 0.5. The highest value is 0.907, which is student buying behaviors. That's mean it is more reliability. Eco label and eco product got the value of 0.7, which is also good reliability, and the lowest is 0.555 for green buying behaviors. It is less reliability but still in the range of 0.5 to 1.0. Researchers can conclude that all the variables is acceptable. Explain about the correlation variables. The term of correlation is to measure the relationship between the variables. Its range is between -1 and +1. The closer that the correlation is to either -1 or +1, the stronger the relationship between the variables. The correlation matrix shows the correlation coefficient for every combination of variables. So in this quadrant of the matrix, we see the correlation between eco-label and eco-label product with itself. The value is 1. It is a perfect correlation, but this is not interesting because we already know that every variable will always correlate with itself at 1. The interesting correlations are in the next column. The top left box is correlation. It will always be +1 or -1. Below that is the significance level. Significance level that are smaller than 0.01 are statistically significant. Correlation of eco-label and eco-product with student buying behaviors is -0.034 with 0.837 significant values. Correlation of eco-label and eco-product with green buying behaviors is 0.290 with 0.070 significant values. Correlation of student buying behaviors with green buying behaviors is 0.471 with 0.002 significant values. The correlation between eco-label and eco-product with students buying behaviors is not strong because it is a negative correlation, which is -0.034. A negative correlation describes the extent to which two variables move in opposite directions. Then, the correlation between students buying behaviors and green buying behaviors is strong because the value is positive and it is higher than other correlation. A positive correlation exists when one variable decrease as the other variables decrease too, or one variable increase and another variables increase too. Okay, so from the study, researchers can conclude that green buying behaviors of eco-label product influence the UUM students buying behaviors. Okay, so this slide show the questionnaire that have given to the 40 respondents from UUM students, and this questionnaire consists of 9 questions that related to the dependent variables and independent variables. So in this questionnaire, respondents need to answer according to the scale, which is 1 to 5, 1 for strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neutral, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. That's all from our group. Thank you.